everyone, it's Kirsten from Kierstenredresale. I hope you're all doing well today. I am here to bring you a preview slash haul video for my live sale. If you're new here, thank you so much for being new here. If you would like to participate in any of my auctions or sales, I just need you to fill out a really quick jot form. It'll be in the description of this video. Fill it out, press send, and you are good to go. And if you're a returning jewelry family friend, thank you so much for coming back week after week. I want to give you all hugs and love before I forget, okay? Anyway, like I said, this is a haul slash preview, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to show you some really pretty things. This week is going to be a huge show. When I say huge, well, we'll see how long I can last, but I have a lot of jewelry, a lot of variety, as always, but I'm like really interesting pieces that I've been collecting over the last few months to bring to you, and things from around the world. Really eclectic, some new, some not, some antique, some not. Okay, so we're just going to start. I'm going to show you this. This is not cleaned up. Listen, I will have all of this. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Probably won't have it all cleaned up by tomorrow, but I will have things that need to be cleaned. Okay, anyway, this is fantastic. Now, I collect Mexican jewelry. I collect vintage Mexican jewelry in particular, and I love the mirrored glass pieces. They're some of my favorites. They're magical to me. So I found this smaller version of a huge one that I have, and this is absolutely stunning. It needs a little bit of cleaning, but besides the fact that it's a little schmutzy, it is in fantastic condition. And this one is an oldie but goodie. This is pre-Eagle. It just says Mexico, here we go, Mexico sterling. But look at this. The mirror is all there. It is none of it. I couldn't feel any loose stones or anything. I didn't have to mess with it at all, which makes me happy. So look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So I am going to, I know this is not for everyone, but like I said, I have a little bit of everything. So I got that. Oh my gosh. So I did a short. I got now I've been taking classes here and there, blah, blah, blah. So this is from Australia. Obviously, I didn't just get this because right now we can't be shipping to and from Australia. It's a real whole thing, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this is an Australian boulder opal. And I've had quite a few Australian boulder opals. And this is by far one of the most, large ones. First of all, I mean, this is big. And one of the most beautiful, beautiful specimens I personally have had. It is unbelievable, and I really don't feel like the video is doing justice, but there's like lightning colors when you look at it in different lighting. Blue fire going throughout this whole thing, and purples, and I love how they showed you what it looks like. They made it all smooth and everything like that, but that's what the outside of the boulder would look like. Well, rougher than that, but not so pretty. I mean, well, yeah, it's pretty, but it's not that. This is just a big, heavy chunk. Unbelievable. Yeah, this is just stunning, stunning piece. It is heavy though, so you have to wear it on like a torque or like a much thicker chain because you wouldn't want to break whatever you're wearing. And if it's a torque, make sure it's not a really thin little one because this will just pull right off your neck. Unbelievable piece. So I love this. I could just look at it. Really, it's just unbelievable. Okay, we've got that. Oh my God, I got so much stuff. I don't even know what to show, as always. So I did get some more amber in from my Lithuanian people. So I know a couple people were asking me to get some more of the modernist pieces. So I did get, these the cherry amber. I also have them in the cognac right there. And then I also bought another pair of these. These are fabulous. I always talk about the hardware, but I love looking at the design of jewelry and the quality. Just because something is new does not mean it is crap. Keep that in mind. Not everything is created equal, obviously, but not everything ever was ever created equal. So these are new, obviously, but they're fantastic, and they're very reasonable for considering nothing these days seems to be reasonable. Beautiful. I adore these, and they're lightweight, which is appealing. So we've got those beauties. Oh boy. Okay. So I hope you're all well. So I know someone had asked, I think was it Jennifer? I don't know, to bring some native onyx and sterling pieces. Now, that is not always the easiest feat. It's not where I live. I do have access, blah, 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 but it's not always affordable, but I managed. Look at this, gorgeous. black onyx with the, what do they call these? The desert beads, the sterling desert beads. Um, there's a whole thing, blah, 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 blah. These are machine made. Yes, it is strung by a native. Okay, I'm not going to get into it all now. And, take it for what it is, but I bought them as native. That's all I can say. And I have 2 of these actually. And that's, one pro or con is, I can buy sometimes multiples, not always, but then it's not one of a kind, but oh well, what can you do? So, but really, really fantastic. These are great by themselves, but layering with the sterling desert beaded necklaces, unbelievable. So I do have this. And then speaking of onyx, I did grab, where is it? Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. I do have a couple onyx cuffs. So I've got this onyx cuff here. And then I've got one of the micro cuffs. Now listen, I know it's not a real saying, micro cuffs. I don't need any more emails. I beg of you, unless they're positive or constructive. I'm totally down with constructive. I just call them micro cuffs because they're not this micro, macro, you know, there's actual terminology behind it, and they're little. So I call them micro cuffs. So I apologize if that offends anybody in this lovely world of YouTube. I mean no harm by using that term. So I've got these 2 fantastic micro and normal size sterling silver onyx cuff bracelets. Let's see. Oh, and then we have some amazing, amazing, this is a vintage one. Let me make sure I'm showing you the right one. Yeah, this is the signed piece. I'm keeping the non-signed piece. Okay, so this one's a signed piece. Look at this work on here. Unbelievable. I mean, beautiful piece. Look at this. I mean, this is a something that you keep and pass down. It's just an old, good, look how big it is. Absolutely stunning. I love the inlay work. It's like smooth and it's old. And the fact that it's in such no cracking, no loose stones, no replacements, really, really, really beautiful cuff. So we've got that. Oh my gosh, do I have anything to drink in here? I do. I have some water. Wow. Okay. Now I've got some pretty eclectic pieces. We'll see how it goes. Unbelievable. This is gonna be hard for me to sell because it is. I've never had one. Never seen. Sterling silver and carnelian. This is an old piece. It is unbelievable. I'm going to say it again. It is unbelievable. It is heavy. It is incredibly well made and stunning. Absolutely stunning. And this carnelian is just, I know not everyone, well, we're going into fall, but this is like orangey red. Sometimes they're more browns and everything, but look from the same person. I got them. Look at these gorgeous earrings. This just gets me going. Like it really does. It's just, I don't know. I can't explain it, the feeling I get from it, but like it gives me chills. It honestly does. Minus my hair. I'm so sorry. It's just beautiful. And the fact that these are all handmade pieces and the work that must have gone into all of this and the thought process and the fact that it made it this long and it's just absolutely beautiful, beautiful piece. And the earrings are just lovely. Like little chandeliers. So cool. So cool. Okay. We got that. And then on the opposite spectrum, this is all handmade and it's old, but it's different. But this is carnelian. Look at this. Look at what? Okay, I know. I like big rings. I don't have just big rings, but oh my God, I wish this fit me. And I could, because see how the pattern only goes. Now listen, you can take it to a jeweler and, yes, unless they have a plasma cutter, they'll have to pop out the stone. Okay. But, sizing down is usually more expensive than sizing up, just AKA, at least it is where I live. But this was made, if you see how the pattern stops here and it stops here, that's a very thoughtful thought because then you have all of this that someone can play around with, whether it's to make it a little bigger or smaller. And I love that about it. And it is not a new piece. In fact, that they were that thoughtful, but unbelievable. Look at this. Just, yeah, I know it takes a special person, but I think there's someone out there that is special. Actually, I think you're all special. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at these sterling silver beauties. What in the world? I have no idea. They're like grape cluster, colorful. These are little glass cabs, like almost mirrored, they're not Mexican, but like, I mean, look at that pop of color. Look how beautiful that would look. Big statement earrings and a lovely bracelet. Oh, it doesn't matter. Different eras, different everything. Well, I don't know about eras, but different time periods, different styles, but still they would look fantastic. Absolutely stunning together or separate. Okay. Now, speaking of newer pieces, these are Carolyn Pollock, and I love them. I absolutely love them. I think they're great. I know I'm wearing a lot of bracelets as always, and they're highly adjustable. Right now, they're setting whatever they were when they went out of business. She didn't go out of business, but her location did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're set for a bigger size, but they are made very generously, so you can wear them as a small-wristed human being or a larger-wristed human being, which is very appealing. You're not going to pop the stones. She was very thoughtful in that. Now, I'm not saying you're going to like rip it open and close a million trillion times. No, set it and leave it, but really, really pretty. I love them. Love them. Great quality. Okay. I'm bringing one of my pieces because I do that. We all know that. This is going to, this is going to be, oh, okay. So this is an antique. And this is carnelian and silver. And it's incredible. And it's for a smaller wrist because it's mine. And I don't know. Why am I selling it? I don't know. I really don't know. Every time I look at it, I'm like, why am I selling it? I've tried bringing this. I can't even tell you how many times, and I've taken it off the board because I don't wear it. That's probably a good answer. It literally is wrapped up and put safely away with a bunch of other stuff that I don't wear either. And I did wear it at one point a lot. And it's, oh my God, do you see like how it's just glowing? Oh my goodness. Now this is an antique. This is not, so, just prepare yourself if someone is interested. You can always reach out. But, it is what it is. It's amazing. That's what that is. Okay. Now I know I have to, trying to bring a little bit of everything. What else? Oh my God. Do I have any cat people in here? I think I do. I don't know. But I know like I take myself pretty seriously sometimes, but I like whimsical jewelry. I don't wear it as much as I probably should, but look at that baby. So this is a sterling silver cat ring. I don't know. I thought it was amazing. And look, it's cleaning its little paws. So cute. What size is this? Just in case. Oh, I said 8-ish. I love when I do that to myself. The reason I say that is because it sits on a mandrel at an 8, but you'll see that there's all this extra room in there. So I would hate to sell it as an 8 and you're 8 and, or you're a true 8 and it slides around a little bit on you. So it's probably more like an 8.25, 8.5 to be quite honest with you. But on the mandrel, it sits at an 8. But because of all that extra space in there, fingers will fill it up, but look at that. This is a chunk. So cute. Oh my God. I love that. Really adorable. And that's what I meant by whimsical, because sometimes you need joy that's just going to make you, well, hopefully you love all your stuff, but make you laugh and giggle a little bit. Don't take everything so seriously. Okay. So what else? Well, I'll just, okay. Oh my God, this is huge. This is massive. This is insane. This is sterling silver and amber. Look at I've never had a necklace quite like this. It has that big safety. And look at how big these are. I have long fingers and look how big these pieces are. Incredible piece of jewelry. Like, yeah, I don't even know what else to say. It's just, it's absolutely fantastic. Oh my God, yeah. Beautiful. That's all I can really, Even if you don't like amber, I'm sure you could at least appreciate just even because of the presence of it. It is just a huge necklace and it just gives like this fantastic presence and it's so minimal. If it was more flowery and this and that, I think something so big would be kind of not so appealing in my opinion. But the simplicity of this just makes it just a banger to me. I think it's amazing. Speaking of bangers, got this incredible piece. Now, this is more common. Just to be honest, this is a more common type of modernist piece than that, okay? But this is absolutely incredible, regardless. I mean, this is huge. It's on this. This is also, I did not test this, but there is, okay, so it's a cable, and the cable has a coating over it. So I'm going to think it's probably not sterling? Maybe it's some sort of steel. You know, I don't know, but it's how it was sold to me. And I did put it on. It looks amazing on because it kind of just floats, you know, but this is a very large bale, so you can put it on whatever you want, but really, really great piece. And this is an older piece. It's not a modern one. You know, it's not made in the last 20 years. Well, it's kind of modernish, I guess. Okay, what else? Oh, okay, speaking of new, I told you, like, I do like some new. Actually, I like a lot of new stuff. I just want to be honest. Okay. So I love a thing called whitewater turquoise. Oh, I like a lot of different turquoises, but I'm learning, I should say, about a lot of these. You know, I don't want to call them new turquoises because they're not new, obviously, but they're like, you know, trendy or whatever. These are whitewater, and I think they are beautiful. And the reason they call them whitewater is because it looks like little puddles of water. That's what I have learned. I didn't know. I thought it was like whitewater mines. No, that's not what it is. It's just the name that they call it because of the way it looks. And these are so pretty. I also have a pendant. Okay, so I don't know where the pendant is right now, but so these are whitewater, new, okay? And look at this incredible ring. Ooh, this one's beautiful. Now this I can really love. I really love this one. Look at this. So look how beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous turquoise. It really is. And the blue of it is just, wow. And these are modern pieces, okay? Not vintage. Got those. Let's see, what else? Oh my God, I have so much. I don't even know. What else do I want to show you? What should I show everyone? Oh, oh my gosh, how can I not show this? You ready? Look at this fetish necklace with a kachina. Oh my God, with the inlaid turquoise and all the fetish bears. I just have it doubled up. This is an older piece. I think I have the paperwork somewhere. The woman told me where in Arizona and what year she bought it and like where, like what reservation or wherever. I don't know. I will have that information. I will pull it up and make sure I have a copy of it. So this is how it's made, and this is how they are made. These particular style of this one. Oh my God. And we've got the bears, we've got fish. Unbelievable. I don't know much about these style of necklaces. I know about native pieces. I just don't know about this particular style, except that I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh. And I asked if there was any broken pieces and she said no. And she said she bought it and like kept it in a box and then never just sat there. Look at that. So amazing with the sun phase. Oh my goodness. So good. Such a good piece. So, I figured, why not? I'll bring it and see if anybody finds it as fascinating and beautiful as I do. Now, I have been listening, and I brought more copper, but it's not the electroform. That will come one day. Who knows? It takes forever for me to get it. So I have some new native copper. And then I have some modernist copper, like, you know, mid-century modern. So, you know, I'm always talking about Tahi, Leander Tahi. Well, his wife, and then he's got a sister, Elaine. Anyway, I have three pieces from Elaine, not his sister, from his wife. And unfortunately, I have who I purchased it from, you know, told me everything, but I cannot find the signatures, which is kind of annoying, but I'll show you them. I mean, they're beautiful. 3 different kinds. So these are all Elaine Tahi, highly adjustable copper, newly made. I think they're beautiful. I wish I could wear this kind of copper without causing. Look how gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Even with your sterling, look how beautiful that would look. I love it. And they're highly malleable. Now, this one is definitely for a smaller wrist because it started out smaller. These are set for, you know, I don't know, but they can be made smaller, you know, but they're probably just for like an average size wrist. Now, I also have 2 pieces from Skeets. Now, his are signed. And I've sold this in sterling silver. So I was like, I'm going to buy it in this one. So this is signed Skeets, turquoise, and this is copper. Really, really pretty. And then we have a ring. Let's see. Sorry, my allergies are going insane. So this is a Skeets ring. It's So we've got the beautiful turquoise and the copper. And this is, you can pull it, make it, longer ring, short, however you want. Be a great thumb ring too. Anyway, so I did bring these pieces, and they're stunning. I mean, they're really, I think, well, I like them. I like them. Now, as far as the modernist type of copper, ready? I know I'm wearing bracelets. Okay, look at this one. Look at that clamper. Oh, I love this piece. Look how cool this is. The asymmetry of it all. I know. Let me put it on so you can see. Very good piece. Love it. There's no signatures on this at all. This one, just a cool thing. Okay. And then I have a few. I'm not going to show all of them because, it might get a little, redundant. But then look at this clamper. And this one I think is for, smaller to normal size, like that. It'd be a little big on me, but I would totally wear this without an issue. I just push it up a little bit. Now remember, these are mid-century, so there's some little scratches on there. They're not perfect, although they're in the hinge is tight as anything and really great condition besides the few scratches. And then I have a few other little pieces that I can show you all at the sale. I have a vintage bracelet. Now this is, I don't know how old this is. I'm not even going to guess. Okay, I have no idea. So this is onyx, sterling, and amber. Got the old box clasp. There is a safety. Look how beautiful that is. I love that combination. You can see it's been loved. It's not like perfect, but when something's has age to it, who cares? It's in fantastic condition. None of these are loose. They're not spinning. And I say spinning because you see how they're made back there. Sometimes you have I've had rings like that and the stones start spinning around. Like none of these. They're all in there really nicely and tight. And it is sterling, and I thought it was gorgeous. It looks like the amber's faceted. It's interesting. You see that on the sides a little bit? Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so as far as new, I want to show you these two pieces because I don't buy a whole lot of this, but just because I don't know how people like it, I really love it. If it's good quality, that's all I really care about, So this is sterling silver and palomino turquoise. This gorgeous ring. And palomino is growing on me, okay? I did not, look at that, ha ha ha. I did not always love palomino. I think I like it in this combination. If it's too yellow, too much yellow, it's not my thing because I'm very yellow. But this I thought was gorgeous, and so I said yes to that one. And then we have this gorgeous, wow, this is a big chunka. This is sterling silver and Sonoran gold. Now these are, these are turquoises that growing up, I never really heard of any of these things. Okay, this is they've been around this and that. Well, Sonoran gold is in Mexico, right on the border. Gorgeous piece. Look at that. This is a big piece, a big size ring as well. What size is this ring? I don't even know. Well, I have thin fingers, so this one is adjustable, but right now this one is sitting at an 8. So there we go. Yeah, very cool. But it can be made probably as small as a 7 and bigger than an 8. I know that, but anyway, very cool pieces. So those are like the new look. Oh, and I do have a piece of blackjack turquoise. And I really love blackjack. I don't like it when it's all brown with just a little bit of black. I like when there's some turquoise color in it. I know that's not considered like the high grade or whatever. I don't think, I'm not sure. Don't know that much about it. I just really like blackjack turquoise, certain pieces. And I think that one's really pretty. Okay, I've babbled. Now I do have also, where is it? Oh, I have some Nikki Butler. I also have some vintage pieces that I have not shown. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. Look at this massive. No, this is massive. Now, it is engraved on the very back, but who's looking at the back? This is huge. Look at this locket. Old locket. Sterling silver. I'll put a bail in. It does need a bail for it to be functional. This is big. I mean, look at this. So I have of course not. I don't know. It's big. And it does have a thing on the back. And it's sweet. I don't know what it says. It just has a bunch of writing on the back, with the date. Gorgeous sterling. And then I did show this one. I forgot. I have that. I forgot to bring it last week to sale. So I will bring it this week. I just spaced out a bit. It was a weird week. So we've got the 800 silver. Is this one 800? 800 silver pin pendant. Really gorgeous 2-pinge antique piece. Beautiful, beautiful. So I will have this one. I forgot to show it last week and I apologize. Oh, and then someone asked me, I was wearing a pair of sterling Rosemary G earrings, and someone was like, oh my God, I love those earrings. I want them. And I'm like, nope, you can't have them, but I will try to get you a pair. And for the life of me, I have no idea. So I just bought them another pair because I couldn't remember who it was. So I apologize. So if you are happy to be watching, email me. If not, then they'll be here at my sale for, anybody. But I did tell whoever it was I would buy them. And I'm sorry that this is happening more and more. I just get a lot, like hundreds of emails a day, and it's hard for me to remember everything. I'm trying. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. These are, and they're light. I love mine. I love them. They're amazing, amazing, amazing. And I didn't show you these vintage, really old sterling silver scarab earrings. Really great. Anyway, so this was kind of a short one, a short little preview, but as you can see, a variety of things, ton more over there. And oh my God, look at this. How could I have forgotten to show you? What? Look at that stone. Oh my gosh. This is huge, but this is magnificent. Oh, look at all the colors. I love these colors. They're so beautiful. Anyway, I hope you saw something that you liked, but don't worry. I do have more feminine, more dainty little rings. I do. I really do. They're not all these huge, huge, pieces. I gravitate towards the huge pieces, but I do have little things as well. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I want to give you all hugs and love. Leave a comment down below. Anything that you would like to see that I didn't bring, maybe I can bring it for tomorrow because I always have tons of stuff over there. Anyway, thumbs up on your way out if you made it this long. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. Mwah. More hugs and love. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.